Hey everybody, welcome back to Great Lakes Junction, and to all of our new subscribers, welcome aboard. So we're on the last day of October, and I thought I'd do one last slow cooker recipe, chicken fajita bowls. And we're just going to start out with 2 pounds of chicken, and I have 1 pint of my homemade salsa. We have 2 to 3 sweet bell peppers and 1 or 2 medium onions. We have a teaspoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of cumin, and a teaspoon of onion and garlic powder. And we have 1 box of cream cheese. And you can use your own cream cheese if you would like. I love using my own cream cheese, but I didn't have any so I could make this. So we're just going to put our chicken into the crock pot or slow cooker. And we're going to mix our spices into our salsa. And try not to make a mess while we're doing it. If you want, you can just sprinkle your spices over top of your chicken and do it that way. And we're just going to add our onions on top of the chicken, and then our bell peppers. We had so many bell peppers this year out of our garden. It was fantastic. I have a lot in my freezer, so we're just going to put cream cheese in there and then the salsa over top. And that is it. It's that simple. I love these crock pot recipes. They're so easy and they turn out so good. So we're going to let that cook for 3 to 3.5 hours. Now this crock pot of mine is very hot, so it'll probably be done before that. Once it's done, we're going to just get the chicken out and shred it up quickly. If you want, you can check it at about 2 hours, and if you want to dice it instead of shred it, that's a great time to do it. It's usually cooked enough that you can dice it and it not fall apart. But I thought I'd shred it for this recipe. Now once we get all of this shredded and mixed up, I'm just going to turn it down onto more of the warm setting. If you have that, that's great. You can turn it down to low if you'd like. And just leave it sit while I make some rice to go with this. And if you want, if there's any other vegetables that you want to throw in here, by all means, throw them in. That's the great thing about crock pot recipes. You can add a lot of stuff to the base recipe. And I'm just going to put a little bit of cheese on top so it's nice and ooey gooey. And I'll make sure I leave the recipe down in the description below for you. And we're just going to put the lid on this and we're going to let it sit while we cook our rice. Okay. Rice is all done. Cheese is all melted. And it smells so good in here. If you're using a store-bought salsa, it probably wouldn't be have as much liquid in this recipe. My salsa that I made this year is a little on the runny side, so that's why you'll see that's a little bit runny. This recipe is so good and it's so full of flavor. Hopefully you give it a try. And if you do and you like it, let us know. Thanks for watching and stay safe.